Shalom, everyone. Welcome to LJ's Spurs Chat. Welcome to Simon. Welcome to Danny. Hope you both well, Shalomers.
Good.
First things first, as you can see going across the bottom of the screen, the Champions League draw has taken place. Spurs will play home matches against Dortmund, Villarreal, Copenhagen and Slavia Prague, and the away, Frankfurt, PSG, Monaco and Bodo Glimt again. Simon, what do you reckon to them? Not a bad draw, is it, mate?
Nah, could have been a whole lot worse, couldn't it, really?
Yeah. Simon?
Go on. Yeah, I'm pleased with that.
Danny?
Yeah, over the moon, mate, to be honest. There's a couple of other teams around us that are in a lot of fucking worse position than what we are when it comes to that draw. So anything to help us on our little fucking journey to winning that fucking trophy is going to fucking help us now, mate. And yeah, very favourable.
I've got to admit, I haven't even looked into this yet. If it's the same as the Europa League thing, so what you got to do? Finish in the top what in this group thing, league thing?
It's the same as the Europa, isn't it?
What, top 8?
No, well, there's that top 16, isn't there? And then they go and play like we did before.
Oh yeah, you've got to be, yeah.
It breaks down, doesn't it?
Well, if we don't get in the top 16, Dan, there's no hope, is there?
Well, fingers crossed. We'll see how it goes, mate. A couple of quality players over the next couple of days will see us right. I think it'll be all right. Positive thinking,
Speaking
mate.
of quality players, I've been bitten so many times. I've had so much shit on social media. So I've just said they're in talks. I don't know. I've been burnt. Any of you know, or who of you two believe this is going to happen? They're supposed to be in talks for a deal around 70 million quid. Oh, g'day, Milton. Yeah, around 70 million pounds.
Hello, lads.
Milt.
Is it going to happen? Simon?
I'll believe it when I see it, but I mean, we've been burnt. We've been way closer than this to players and not got them. So at the end of the day, it just feels like at the moment the media is just building up. Spurs are doing it, and then when Chelsea come in and buy him, then they go, "Oh, hijacked again." All that's bullshit. So I'm just wait and see.
Well, as I said before we come live, Chelsea have just signed Garnacho, so surely we can't muck this up. Surely, Dan?
I think it hinges on them selling Nkunku.
Well, Spurs want it done tonight, don't they? Apparently, they want it to, because they've obviously been bitten. They want it done tonight. So
yeah, and he wants it done. He literally wants it done. He wants it done and dusted before the weekend. The player does. So whether Leipzig's been a bit sneaky on what they've done in pushing, forcing the hand a little bit and not leaving it till Saturday, Sunday, early hours of Monday morning to get this deal done to see what happens and whether there is a bidding war or what's going to go on. But one of my Chelsea mates doesn't think it's going to happen for them. He thinks they've really called their interest on it because they could have had him weeks ago, apparently.
I said this.
I know they did, mate. But look, if it happens, it happens. It's just one of those things, isn't it? I'm quite positive that it's going to happen. I think the player generally wants to come. Got Mickey van der Ven there, so he's just going to drag him in a little bit. And he's been around today, had a little look round and stuff, not a lot. So, and yeah, mate. Listen, let's just wait and see what happens over the next few hours. But I just think it's only positive at this moment in time.
You know him better than me. I've only seen flashes of him, to be honest, and heard rumours. So, what do you think he would bring to us?
I think he's just going to bring that little bit of quality in that 10 position. And do you know what? After the start that we've had, I know it's only 2 games and we've done pre-season, you can't doubt the 3 that played in that centre against PSG or against Man City.
Yeah.
And yes, we scored goals, not doubting that. But we've all seen that when that substance needs to be used, we don't have quality on it. Now, me personally, if he comes in a couple of weeks' time, I think if we should get him, I think he's a starter. I think he's a starter full on straight away. So he's quality, mate. He's got that good little bit of flair about him. He's got the Rafa van der Vaart style. He's awesome. I've watched him quite a few times in the Bundesliga, and I just think he'd be such an awesome player to have alongside Kudos and Richarlison and whoever it's going to be on the left, Johnson or whoever should come in. Lukeman, looking at them again. Apparently, Savinio has now pushed the button and he wants to put in the transfer request, and he's now gone back to his agent and said we need to get this deal done, no matter how much City want to try and stop it. So everybody knows that Pep doesn't like a player in there. So let's see what happens with this Simons deal. So
typical Spurs fans, Dan, is when they go after a player. Well, they moan about a player. There's certain, I don't know if you can call them fans. They moan when we don't go after players like this.
Yeah.
I've seen since I've been home, saying, "Oh no, he ain't no good."
Yeah, but it's just typical, mate.
He's too lightweight. What do you think he's too lightweight?
No. Okay. So look, we've got to look at this, haven't we? Really, he's not played. He's played in German football, right? He's not played in the Premier League. But Christ Almighty, some of the players that we bought never played automatically in the Premier League. So yeah, there's going to be some adaptation in it. But then that's the same with every player, isn't it? Do you know what I mean? It doesn't matter. I just don't get it, mate. Some players, some people are never happy. And I said to you before, this season I'm just going to be positive. So if it happens, it happens. If it doesn't, it doesn't. We've just got to get on with it. I'm not going to go fucking moaning and this, that, and the other. Levy's put his fucking bid in to start with. They've put a bid in just over 60 odd million. They want 70 million euros. The add-ons will probably take it up to it. I imagine that Levy and flipping Lang will try and sweet talk him into probably about 170,000 a week, just sweeten it up. Because I don't know whether they would go in with the 200,000. I would like to think they would be prepared to do it if they do it, but we all know what Levy's like. But listen, they put the bid in, so they've started it. Do you know what I mean? So there's not many other people left to go for.
I'll get you in, Milton. I ain't leaving you out. What do you reckon, Dan, to the other rumours, strong rumours, reporting us to be interested in also before the window shuts? Gallagher, Ake, and Lookman.
Yeah, I think there's two or three teams after them, isn't there? Villa and Palace and teams like that. So you'd like to think that if he's going to go anywhere, you'd like to think he'd want to come back to London and prove a point to Chelsea and come to us. He's got experience Premier League. He's got experience playing Champions League. He's another engine. He's another like Pepe Sarr. He's an engine. Not so much of a flair player, but that engine that midfield needs. And I like him. Ideally, I would like us, if we're not going to get flipping, I'm torn here because I do like Paqueta from West Ham. I don't know whether a deal's going to get done for that. I do like him. I think he'll be good in a better team with somebody that's structurally more sound. I don't know. My ideal two would have been Simmons and Savinio. That's obviously maybe not going to happen on one of them. I don't know, mate. There's loads of rumours going around.
I think the Paqueta one that could happen because, hello, Harry. It's still a chance the Paqueta deal happening because Basuma to Galatasaray is off. Milton, sorry about the delay.
So,
this is going to be about Daniel Levy, really, obviously, before this other news came in. So, do we wait and see about these possible deals before we decide on Daniel Levy, or are the minds already made up with Daniel Levy?
I think the majority of people, their minds already made up with Levy. Me, I'm like Dan, I'm trying to stay positive. I'll wait till the transfer's over and go from there. Talking about Nkunku before, he's actually gone to Milan, so Chelsea's got rid of him. So there's still a good chance that I can honestly see a Milan situation. He'll do a medical at Spurs and sign with Chelsea on deadline day. Hopefully not. The one player I would like for us to go for is Lookman. Over his campaign at Atalanta and in Champions League, he's getting 2 GA every 3 game. I know he was in Premier League and he was a bit of a flop, but back then he was only 20, 21 years old. He's 27, 28. He's developed. He's got that quality that we're lacking, that razzle-dazzle, that can create something out of nothing. That's what we're lacking. So I'd be happy if we get a Simmons and a Lookman.
Yeah, sounds good. Because I don't know if you know that before the Bournemouth game, Simon, there is a protest. It says we protest because this is from the Change for Spurs thing. They've come out and give a thing now. We protest because the fans deserve better. Year after year, we give everything. our money, our time, our belief, while ENIC gives us nothing but excuses. This club is nothing without its supporters, and together we demand ambition, accountability, and a future that we can be proud of. Silence is complicity, and we refuse to accept mediocrity in the standard. Why we are protesting? While results on the pitch have been encouraging, it's obvious that Thomas Frank needs greater backing in the transfer market if we are to compete at the highest level. Our protest is not against the manager or the players, it is about holding the board to account. We know the squad lacks depth and key players have not been replaced adequately. Without the right investment, we risk undoing the progress we've made. There is still time for the board to act, but they must see and feel the fans' discontent with the changes what are needed. So when I read that, when I read that, Simon, I think I'm sort of agreeing with Milton. I do want Daniel Levy out, but they're going ahead with it on Saturday apparently, and I think it's going to be a big one. What do you reckon to that?
I mean, if Simons is as far down the line as people think he is, and they get the deal over the line, now it will look a bit bonkers, won't it? If they're parading him as the signing that we need and want, and then people are protesting outside. Look, we know what to expect from Levy, and that's to run a tight ship, to run the business, and to run all aspects of the business. And the problem is that as a Spurs fan, and as all Spurs fans, our priority is the playing squad, and Levy's priority isn't necessarily that. And that's the disconnect at the moment. And you look at it now, you look at the signs of what could be possible under Frank. And if Levy doesn't back him with the players he needs to do the job, then people have got every right to be pissed off, to be honest. But I think we're still 3 or 4 players from where we need to be. We're not going to get 3 or 4 players. So even if we do get 2 players, we're still a couple of players away from where we need to be. So and we've had lots of time to do this stuff. We've had players who would have massively improved the squad with release clauses that we could have just gone and got deals wrapped up, and we've let them both get away. And it kind of just shows that when you look at what other clubs do, when you look at what Liverpool did before the window even opened, you look at what City have done, you look at what all the big clubs have done, big club things, and that's they've picked their targets, gone and got them, got a pre-season in, and we're still scrambling around. Season's 2 weeks old as of this weekend, and we're still scrambling around trying to work out where we're going to get a bargain.
Yeah. Sorry, lads. I don't think Sims is that good. Not keen on Lookman either. Scraping the barrel, in my opinion. If we could get Paquet and Savino, I think I'll be happy. Yeah. Well,
at the end of the day, what we need is players that are going to improve the squad.
Yeah.
And whether Simons and Lookman are starters or squad improvers, they are definitely squad improvers. So, when I heard Paquetá come up, I was like, but he's one of those luxury players. He's your Ginola Fleury type player, which I mean, I'd love to have Paquetá in our team. And as I said, as I always said, we needed a number 10 and Savino, but I can't see how we're going to get Savino over the line. No. And we need a number 10.
True enough, everything you said there, Simon. Because I thought I'd go and delve into some of the comments, because I won't go into too much detail, but I got hammered on one of my pages for saying leave it out. So I've got a few comments here. So I thought I'd dig around and see what the consensus is. And there's a few, look, Spurs in panic mode, asking left, right and centre in the last hours. Absolutely pathetic. No strategy, no nothing. Highest ticket prices, most expensive chairman. Absolute no on-field success. Fuck you, Levy. There must be some fans who haven't even seen Dan Levy at his worst. We sold our best player, Berbatov, on the last day of the window and replaced him with Fraser Campbell on loan. I remember that. There are no debts that he wouldn't go to the man must hate our club. If you're a rival chairman, wouldn't you want to put Levy in the mud? No one wants to do business with him. Everyone wants to put one over on him. An absolute joke of a man. It's fucking hilarious. There's a few here. I'm not going to go through any more here. These are the few that stick up for Levy, right? Nobody knows what's going on behind closed doors. You could be so wrong. I'm sick of it. You know, it's aimed at me, that one. People moaning about Levy obviously don't remember where we were before we took over. Levy is just being sensible. He won't bankrupt the club. Be grateful for what we've got. And the last one, Levy can't help it if other chairmen and other clubs' players don't want to join Spurs. What do you expect him to do? He can't force them to join. So, Danny, we're all going to agree with the Levy out one. What do you say to them comments there that are actually sticking up for Daniel Levy?
Look, I can't say whether I'm actually 100% Daniel Levy out, to be fair. And I say that because I remember where we were. I remember us scrapping fucking all over the place under fucking Amstrad man, Alan Sugar and Schuller before that. Do you know what I mean? And right, so look, we can't doubt what he has done and how he has transformed the club. My issue is the fact is that he is at the end of that purse string when it comes to dealing with players and getting the signings, and he takes too long. That's my issue that I had with him. And I think that this was prime time, this window, to then prove a point to the fans, because like Simon said, and I totally agree, there's massive disconnect between us and him in a massive, massive way because of so many seasons that we have just gone in there and failed and taken the bargain basement signing, loan deal with an option to buy or loans, do you know what I mean, at the end of the transfer window. And yet again, we find ourselves scraping and clutching for this one signing that maybe helping us out. I think we're going to get 2 or 3 players, to be honest. I just think it's going to happen. Who they are, we don't know. I don't know. Do you know what I mean? And I just think
Someone did comment on it, and I don't know whose one it is, but it does sound like there's a murder in the background. I don't know if you can turn your background noise off or something. It is proper loud. Did you see where that man put that? It's coming through on one of yours things in the background. I don't know whose it is. It's not mine. It's on me.
Not me.
It's not mine. I'm outside and it's dead quiet where I'm working at.
I was like stuff moving around and talking. Sorry, Dan. Yeah, carry on.
Can you still hear it?
Yeah, I can still hear it. Yeah, it's weird. Like moving things about.
I could hear it, but like I said, I'm outside of a building. And it's 5 o'clock in the morning.
I can hear it. Like I can't. Yeah, I just. I'm not.
Yeah, it's gone now at the moment. It's gone at the moment.
It was when Milton was talking. I thought he was in a train station or something.
It's gone now, so
yeah.
Carry on. Sorry.
I just listen. Oh God, I'm sitting on the fence here about it because
I agree with you, Dan. I think they're going to get.
I think we're going to get 2 or 3, and like Big Bang Rom said, if we can get Simmons over this fucking line, I think we need to get it done. I'm not as much as what. Oh God, I just don't know, mate. I'm trying to stay positive. I'm not going fucking negative, mate. This is my positive season. Look, we started off well. I just want Levy just to fucking, for once, just dig out blind these last couple of days and just, look, if we spend 150 million, let's just fucking do it. We'll reap the rewards. Let's get that 150 million could be the difference between us progressing in the Champions League, progressing in the cup competitions, getting to the later stages, progressing in the Premier League. Do you know what I mean? People will be looking now at Tottenham, and if he fails, then he's going to feel the wrath. If we don't sign anybody, fucking come 7 o'clock Monday evening, there is going to, oh God, media is going to be a meltdown, mate. The failure, it'll all be about the failure, and it'll basically take away everything that has been built up since last season, winning the trophy, a new manager coming in and starting the transition periods, starting at the bottom in the coaching and the players. And I just don't want a fucking media frenzy come Monday evening to take over what Frank and his team and the players are doing at this moment in time, because it's fucking incredible. It's a massive turnaround, mate, to see players. Yeah, I mean, I've watched quite a lot of their training. I mean, they're enjoying their training. It's constructive for them. They've got 4 or 5 excellent coaches there on the sidelines during games. They're getting instructions. Do you know what I mean? Yes, they're football players, but they need instructions constantly. Their brains are just constantly going. So I don't want any fucking media fucking friendly on fucking Monday night, mate, that's just going to dampen potentially another win on Saturday after we've started the season really well underneath Frank. So, mate, I just hope Levy does something over there. I hope by tomorrow we hear something. Because at the end of the day, they've bid, but there's nothing come back yet to say whether Leipzig have accepted it. Now, I said to you earlier, he's kind of like really good with one of their board members, isn't he? One of their characters that they've got high up at Leipzig. So there may be a bit of pull going on there. You never know what Van der Ven's doing on the sideline.
I've heard that the bid has been accepted.
Oh, right, okay.
I basically heard that it's up to the player now. That's what I've heard.
Well, the latest one I heard tonight was that he was keen to move to Tottenham now because Chelsea have basically just kept him dragging on without any words.
Yeah.
So basically they'd gone in there and they'd literally, I mean, not being funny, he's going to go to fucking Chelsea and he ain't going to fucking play every week. He's likely to play more games at Spurs than what he would. We're in the same competitions. Do you know what I mean? Let's fucking, oh mate, I'm so hoping, and I'm just remaining
I'm
like
trying not to get my hopes up because that's how they've made you feel. Milton,
It's hope that kills you.
yeah,
he does it.
Do you reckon he'll join Milton?
What I heard, he wants minimum 200k a week. Is that true?
Well, he'd be happy at 200 grand a week, apparently.
Well, I'm not
That's
being
what
funny. Romero's on just 200 grand.
Yeah, but I've heard that they get, like you said, Dan, about 175.
Yeah,
It will go up to 200 grand with the bonuses, but this time achievable bonuses because Levy's been known to put in bonuses to, you know,
no, not achievable. Yeah, but he's sorry, Milton. But his wage, I think I read earlier, is he not at about 150 now? 150, 160. So they've got to go up. They've got to go above it. They can't match it because he'll be wanting the incentive to come to Tottenham. So Levy's now got to say, right, okay, we'll give you 180. Fucking bollocks to the other players. He's quality. Let's get the fucker in. Get it done.
Yeah. Well, I don't know if it's true, but what I heard is that his heart is set on Chelsea, though. Like Leipzig and pretty much Leipzig and Tottenham have pretty much agreed a fee, and both parties are happy with it, but they're still waiting on the player's decision, and his heart is leaning towards more to Chelsea. I don't know if that's true, but that's what I've heard through the grapevine.
I think that was earlier on. I think it was more.
Yeah, I think that was before Thomas Frank got involved, and we all know, well, we can all guess quite easily what he would have said. Look, you got, like you just said, Dad, you ain't going to get. You will be playing for us.
Yeah.
Every game, or at least every important game.
Yeah.
Obviously, you've got no table, you know.
And with Thomas Frank, he's got that no dickhead policy, so he's not going to sign a player that doesn't want to be there.
Yeah, he's already said
that.
You know,
you want a player who's playing for the badge, who doesn't think he's bigger than the club.
Yeah.
Because then that just causes disruption. There's no point signing a player on a high fee and high wages when their heart's not set for that club. So we'll see what happens. We've still got a few days left, and once the transfer season, I'll make my decision.
Done in 48 hours. If it's not done in 48 hours, he's got to go back. He's allowed in England for 48 hours. So
they've sent him away to get the deal done, to get it sorted.
I mean, if Daniel Levy manages to get, let's just say, hypothetically, he gets Simmons in, he gets Ake in, and he gets Lookman in, does that let him off the hook then, Simon? Protests have got to stop, sort of thing, or what's the crack?
I mean, what he's done is he's filled the positions with people who aren't necessarily the first choices, and I think that what the protest is about is that the first choices were there, available with a price tag that we all knew, and they wouldn't go and get the deal done. Now we're scrambling around, and we might end up paying more for someone we didn't want as much as the player that we wanted in the first place. And when you look at the Gibbs White thing, it's like they ballsed that up, and then the Eze thing. Admittedly, I think the Eze thing, he was never on the cards, and it was always being like strung along until eventually Arsenal came back for him. He wanted Arsenal wanted him, and that was always the way that one was going to go. But the thing with the Eze one is that he had a release clause that we could have just paid, tied it up, and got the deal done. And for whatever reason, they didn't do that. And then to pay for Simons, who I don't think is a better player than Eze, to pay more for Simons, I think that's what people are going to have a problem with at this point.
When I was having this discussion the other day, Simon, with someone else, he was another. I think he's more anti-me than anti-Tom. He just seems to like arguing with me. So I blocked him after this. Because I was trying to play devil's advocate. When I try and play devil's advocate, people on here, it doesn't mean I'm standing up for Levy, but I'm just trying to look at it for both ways, because that's what you got to do, innit? So I said to the man, well, was it his fault then that the Morgan Gibbs White won? Because
I don't believe it was.
I calmed down. I thought, well, what could he really do then? Do you know what I mean? And as you can see,
the
with
thing
the
is,
Tifo thing that Palace made, they had the. Did you see that? They had a big lot of Tifo. I was telling Simon the other day, is it Tifo, what you call it? And he had the gun Z sort of thing. The Eze one, okay, playing devil's advocate again, Simon. I'm not disagreeing with what you said. They could have still gone in and paid the release clause, but I still think the phone call would have gone back. Look, Tottenham's done my release clause, and Arsenal would have come in and got him anyway, or would they not?
But on that one, if we'd just stumped up the release clause and then he said, no, I don't want it, I want Arsenal, then straight off the bat, a week earlier.
Yeah, but it would have never come out like that in the media. It was always going to be we were hijacked by Arsenal. I don't think it mattered what happened in that whole deal for Eze unless we actually got him. We was always going to get fucking made out to be the losers in it against fucking Arsenal because he's an Arsenal fan and he wanted that. That's what I believe. I don't think they could have done much more in the Morgan Gibbs White one because they paid $7 million over his release clause, and it was actually their owner.
I mean, that's why I'm nervous about getting carried away about Simons, because at the end of the day, it's a similar situation. He's already been speaking to Chelsea. He's agreed terms with them. Chelsea have gone cold for while they do other stuff, but I still think that Chelsea will come back in if and when we've made a solid bid. And something gets agreed, they'll just come in and gazump it, I think.
Do you think we're going to wait until Monday? No, I don't. I think, to be honest with you, Charlie, he's absolutely. They're asking everyone. There's so many things. There's rumours of. What was I going to say to you? You lot. There's still strong rumours about the what's his name?
Morgan Rogers.
Because Villa have they just signed someone or two or something? I wasn't about a lot today. So there's rumours of that. And I think Levy does realise they're in the shit. I can't see that one coming off. I can see the Paqueta one coming off if we offer him money and Bissouma.
Do you know what our saving grace is? I don't think Frank is going to let Levy panic buy on shit fucking players that he doesn't want.
No.
That's our only saving grace here, I think.
Yeah. I can't see that. I like Morgan Rogers. Don't get me wrong.
I don't think Levy will pay that amount of money for Lookman. To be honest, what they're wanting.
I'm not sure about Lookman. He came over. Did he play for Everton? Was a bit poor. Went back, but now he's supposed to be smashing it. So would you gamble a lot of money?
He's 27. Somebody's put in the comments earlier. He's 27. Levy ain't going to pay that. Like they said, there's not much resale on. If you're offering him a 2 or 3 year deal, he'll want at least probably a 3 or 4 year deal, won't he?
Yeah.
And he's 28.
Same age as Eze.
He's 28 in October as well.
Yeah. So same as Eze. 28 this year.
Morgan's Rogers is a number 10. Same as Paqueta. But this is the thing, isn't it? Because before Madders got injured, he wanted another number 10, Thomas Frank. Madders has now got injured, and we ain't got any.
No, I think if we can't, if the Simmons thing doesn't get done within the next 24 hours, or we don't have anything good to say tomorrow, then I don't think it'll get done. But I think we need to go for fucking Paqueta because he's a monster, mate, isn't he? Really,
I watched him the other night against Wolves, Dan, because of the rumours. I thought, well, I've watched him before, but he actually played well. I think he set up goals, didn't he? I think he did.
He's a good player, like that.
Yeah. And someone saying before, Xavi Simmons, he hasn't proved it in years. Never played Premier League, and he's lightweight. Look at Modric; he was tiny. He never played Premier League. He was one of the best midfielders ever to play football.
Yeah, I agree.
What do you reckon, Milton, about the links? And I don't actually mind this, as obviously it's not first choice, but there are strong rumours as well linking us with Nathan Ake as a cover.
I'll take him.
Left centre back and left back, and he is quite quick. He's not brilliant, but as a stopgap, he'd be all right, wouldn't
he? Yeah, and I reckon sending Vuskovic out on loan and then buying Eke.
I do not know, Simon, why they're doing that. I do not understand it. Yeah, that probably is the norm. Yeah, like I say, Morgan, I'm with you on that, Milton. I would take Ake. Yeah, and I didn't realise he's quite quick as well.
I reckon Thomas Frank will get the best out of him.
But
He just needs a consistent run of football.
Well,
and he's not getting.
He won't get it.
He's not getting it. Yeah, exactly.
Under ball, he'll probably play more than what he does for Man City.
Well, exactly. Look how good he was at Bournemouth. That's why City ended up getting him. Because City's so full of quality players, you're not going to get the game time that you need.
No. And that's why Savinho wants to leave.
I was just about to bring up Savinho, and I'm with Simon on the dilly dally. If we'd have gone in 2 weeks ago, bang, we're offering you 80 million or 75 million, they would have had to consider it. But they've left it so long, finally decided to pay up when there's like 6 days left.
But that bid for Savinho went in last week.
Well, you don't know what to believe there because of the media.
That's what I mean. That's what I said to you earlier, didn't I? The media just it fucking winds me up.
It's now like if we don't get Simmons, it'll be Spurs hijacked again.
Yeah,
for the third time, and
I don't know whether Levy can afford to let this one slip.
No, I don't think he can. Who else will come in then, Simon? If we get Simons, in your opinion?
Well, I mean, as I say, my first choice would always be Savinho, but I think that's down to the player to force the move now because City have already said where they stand on it, and the only movement now is for Savinho to come out and just say, "Look, I want the move, so just do what it takes to get me a move. I don't want to stay." So I'm not sure if that's going to work or not. I mean, Paquetá, whatever his name is at West Ham, I'd love to have him in our team because he's another one of those players that can make stuff happen. And I think it'd just be hilarious to take West Ham's best 2 players in the same window. But well, other than Bowen.
Bowen. What is this?
I think we need another wide player.
There's 2 ways of pronouncing his name, and I never know which one it is.
For who?
So I heard him say Paquetá on
Paquetá.
Paquetá is his name.
Wouldn't it be great?
Us English folk just call him Paquetá.
Oh, mate, that'd be fucking livid.
The thing is, though, Dan, you said to me earlier that he's put in a transfer request.
No, they're saying his agent was talking earlier, saying the only way you're going to get this, I can't remember who was it on. I'll have to try and dig it out for you. But he was saying that the only way you're going to get this deal done is by you putting in a transfer request. Apparently, he's that pissed off because they told him this morning that the deal's not going to get done.
Yeah, but the thing is, I do agree with you, but Savinho, mate, he's on another level, isn't he? Do you know what I mean? He actually is.
Well, Big Bag Ron saying...
set people up. Sorry, Milton, go
on. Big Bad Ron saying Savinho had 1 goal last season, but he's saying that, he only scored 1 goal, but he was Manchester City leading assist player.
Yeah.
That's what you
He's
want.
like that was like when we had Perisic for that 1 year. I think he scored 2 goals, but he had like 14 assists for the season.
Yeah.
So, he's not scoring them, but he's setting them up, which is just as good.
Yeah. He's a hell of a Johnson upgrade.
Yeah. Could you imagine? I mean, this is what Levy's got to understand. And if you've got Savinho and Simmons in and Kudus, bang, it whacks you up another level in it. And you're not going to be frightened of playing any team, are you?
No. And the one thing I wanted to bring up, which works in Tottenham's favour, is all these players we're linked to, we can guarantee in football, and this is the World Cup season. So all these players, I want to get as much games as they can possible to be match ready and available for selections for their countries. That's one thing we can guarantee is game time.
I mean, if we do land those attacking options, I think for those attacking options, adding 2 more attacking options to Kudus and landing Polina, I think that's been a masterstroke so far. I think that would be a pretty strong window, but the problem is that this whole leaving it, we're on the 28th now, so we've got three more days.
I think it finishes Monday night, doesn't it?
7 p.m.
Is it Monday now? Yeah,
that's quite early, isn't it?
Well, they changed it from 11 to 7, didn't they?
Why is it? Don't like working late, do they?
Put pressure on Levy to get it done earlier.
I'll tell you what. Another thing is what was annoying people with who were saying about Levy out is, and they're right actually. We don't think about it as much, do we, when we're all getting excited about who we're going to get. They're not good at all as a club at getting rid of players, selling players. They said that Gill is their longest serving player, along with Ben Davis in a minute.
Yeah,
It's old, isn't it? It's
5
absolutely
years he's been there.
They're not
we want
prepared to make a
we
loss.
want to buy at lemonade prices and sell at champagne prices, and it doesn't work.
That's true enough. That's what I was going to say, Simon, as well. When you step up a lever in terms of purchasing players, you can't really haggle anymore over 3-5 million. You've got to pay the money.
And for us to take that step to the next level, we're going to have to take a hit on a couple of players. We're going to have to buy a couple of players in their prime who aren't going to have the resale value. Like, you look at what we've been doing window after window. We've been buying teenagers and people in their early 20s, thinking about selling them in their prime. What we actually should be doing to get ourselves to the next
noise
level,
again.
buying people
Where's
in
that
there.
noise from again? What is that noise? We've got the ghost come back.
It sounds like someone's having
Maybe
a
Casper.
Hey?
Casper the ghost.
It ain't me. I've just muted.
It's not me because I'm on my own. It's gone again now. It heard me talking.
What's because?
Be honest with you, Charlie, I don't know much about him, my friend.
We're talking about players that we're all linked with, but which players are going to leave the club?
Yeah, that's what
Galatasaray's pulled the pin on Basuma. Girona want Brian Hill, but they want him for absolutely free.
He's blaming you for the ghost, Milton.
The ghost from down under. Ooh. Trick or treat.
What defenders can we get, lads? Well, Ake has been mentioned.
Collins.
That Happy was mentioned, but it looks like, well, I haven't heard anything about it today with Arsenal, but I'd be gutted if he went to Arsenal because he is an outstanding defender. Whether he plays left-sided or that or left, but that seems to have gone.
We need a lefty.
Yeah. So it looks like
How old is Ake?
I think it's Ake, yeah. I don't know how much.
How old is he?
He's late 20s, isn't he?
Ake's only about 27, isn't he?
Same age as Luton or something like that.
But I wouldn't mind him. But yeah, I would like that.
30.
Who, Ake?
Born 1995.
Jesus.
Yeah, he's 30. I've changed my mind now then.
The thing is, right, I just don't understand why we've got rid of Voskovic.
It makes no sense to me.
What I heard as well, he wanted to go to Hamburg because that's where his brother plays as well.
Yeah, they are open to selling him, yeah. City will be able to sell him because of his age for a start.
Yeah.
But I mean...
But how many years left on his contract at City, do you know?
I'm not sure, but I mean, what makes me be a bit dubious about it is he'll come to Tottenham and he'll probably get the same amount of game time, I'd imagine, as City. Maybe a little bit more, but he's not going to start.
Yeah, he's not ahead of Cootie and Mickey, is he? So,
but that's up to Thomas Frank to convince him. Look, as soon as we hit the Champions League, we are going to have to rotate, so you will get game time. You have to be honest with me, I suppose. Yeah, they shouldn't have let him out, in my opinion. No, they should. If he's good enough, he's old enough. Don't worry about it.
Exactly, and he's fucking bigger than the rest of them.
He's absolute unit, mate, isn't he?
I'd have fucking kept him, mate, to be honest. And of course, we've got that Japanese flipping centre half, which is he's got to come back in somewhere because he's not going to go out on loan. So, do we actually really need another centre half? And I know we say, right, okay, we've still got Ben Davis here. I know we say Ben Davis, but we've still got Ben Davis. We've still got Danzo. We've still got that Japanese guy. We've got Romero.
It was Thomas Frank that was insisting on getting another defender, apparently.
Yeah,
I don't think the priority is number 10.
There's a 10 and a left wing, yeah. Because that's where he sees the problem is.
That's a good
you can see that
Dragonstone as well.
When you look at how Frank sets up, he sets up with, at Brentford, he's set up with 3 at the back almost half the time. So maybe that's why he wants more. He probably wants 5 centre backs to be able to rotate them and play 3 at the back as often as he does.
But see what leaflet there, and I'm going to hang my hat on this. I reckon that Dragusin will be better under Thomas Frank, because when he
Yeah.
plays for Romania, they don't play. They were quite a low block. You know what I mean? And he does look good for Romania. He was gonna cock up in the high line.
He's back mid-October, isn't he?
Yeah. But I think now he's mentioned now. I think
We're
he'll
not
be
that
okay.
we're not that short in that area, you know.
No, I don't know why Thomas Frank wants it, unless he wants a proper left-footed. You know?
A key, yeah.
Well, that was ages ago when Dragusin got injured. I can't even bloody remember now. It was quite a big injury, though. Bad injury, wasn't it?
ACL.
ACL as well.
Yeah.
But he's
When
up
was
there
that? That was, I think, back in April, March
that
or
was-
April.
Is
Yeah,
there
it was
any
one of
guys
our-
out there that on the chat here that you want to see Scotland go for, or you've heard their link to? It'd be interesting to see what you want. Yeah, defenders would be all right. Which is like you said, it was you, Danny, wasn't it? You said that Simmons can play left wing or number 10.
He can, yeah. He can play anywhere across the front. So
Yeah, he's very versatile.
That's good.
where it's versatile. Paquetá can only play more or less behind the 10, I think. He's not a wide. He's not going to go wide left or right, is it? So you can't. I mean, Conor Gallagher, I can understand why you'd probably go for him if he was one of the. If these are the options that we're going for, he's
I'll tell you
another
what,
engine.
I would like to see him go for him, because we're going to miss Sar when he goes to the AFCON.
Yeah.
Do you know what I mean?
I just don't think that we've got another player that's like Sar at this moment in time. We've got Bentancur or Paulinho, and I just don't think Bergville and Gray are in that same mould and got that same mentality. And I know they're young lads, but I just don't know whether we're going to achieve what we want or what Frank wants. I think we need another nitty-gritty fucking digger in there. So if it's Conor Gallagher, because he don't mind putting his fucking boot in there.
I actually think Spence is a left back now. So we have Spence and Udogi on the left, Porro and Who on the right. I think it's a case of juggling them all, mate. Just over
Yeah, definitely.
Spence can go fill in at right back or left back. And I agree with you. I think he's actually better. I think he's actually better at left back than he is at right back, to be honest. It's a good one.
Or if we do have injuries, we can always play 3 at the back.
Yeah. So we're so close, aren't we, to a good squad?
Well, our starting 11 is as good as anybody's. It's
Yeah,
just
isn't it?
it's when we come to 12, 13, 14, 15, that's where our quality goes down and the experience goes down. So
What was your thoughts on any of you guys? What was your thoughts on Mainu being linked? Because apparently Leeds are going in for Mainu now.
who?
I think when he first came on the scene, he looked brilliant, and it looks like Manu have just knocked the life out of the boy. I don't know what's going on with him.
He wants big money though, doesn't he?
He's a Spurs fan, isn't he? From when he was young.
Yeah, but he wants big money.
Yeah,
I think he wants about 150.
Yeah.
I think he wants about 150k, because at this current situation, I think he's only on about 35 grand a week.
But surely he'd want him to leave, because he was getting into the England team, weren't he?
Yeah.
You know what I mean? I wouldn't mind.
I think he's just down on confidence. About 27.
Is he? You'd take Kobe Manu.
You would, wouldn't you?
Yeah, definitely.
Yeah, 100%.
I'm actually surprised that we didn't go in for Garnacho himself.
He's off to Chelsea, isn't he?
Mainu was born in 2005. He's 20.
Yeah. They don't realise what world they're living in, big bad, do they? Do you know what I mean? I want this, I want that, you know what I mean? But like Frank says, he only wants that. Shalom. Tab. Yeah. Anything else you want to chat about, lads, before we finish? Milton, do you have anything? You ain't been on it for a while, Mush.
No, like I said, I'm just gonna wait until the last few days and see what happens. You know, maybe Levy can pull a rabbit out of his hat and keep us all happy. But like I said, the majority of fans, no matter what he does, everyone's going to be after his head anyway. So you can't please people these days. So I'm still trying to remain positive. You know, it is what it is. At the end of the day, we love this club, and we can't do much on what Levy and the board decides to do. So it is what it is. We signed one player, we signed 4. I still love this club, and I'll always follow it. Simple as that. So,
do you think, Danny, if City comes, it might open the gates for other top players.
If who? Savinho or Simmons?
No, other top players to join. Because once you get one or two, normally another few come, don't they?
Yeah, I think. Well, I think.
First one
Look,
or two.
people only have to look at how we've started and how Frank differs his formation. Do you know what I mean? So they only have to look at that to start with. So we've got top players there, mate. Like you say, if one comes in, yeah, somebody else will look at it. Look, listen, we'll see what happens fucking Monday evening, won't we? We've got to get past fucking Saturday and Bournemouth first of all. So
Glad you told me, Dan, that it shuts at 7 because I was going to go on at 7.
There was somebody else that was has been offered to Spurs. I don't know whether any of you have seen it, and that was Jadon fucking Sancho.
Would you take Jadon Sancho?
No, he's got fucking such an attitude problem, and he's on 300 grand a week.
I'm just seeing this. I don't know if it's true. From Fabrizio Romano, who usually is good, but he's been absolute pony.
He's been terrible.
Yeah.
Terrible.
Yeah.
What was the last time you went to? Well, Simon went to one the other week. I can't remember my one. I think it was last year.
Yeah, mine was Burnley. So, yeah, last weekend.
Yeah, and he didn't get backed either, did he?
I just hope we have a good a January transfer window. I don't know why we leave signings to the last minute. Like we spoke before, you got clubs like Liverpool, City, they had players already for the World Cup challenge, and we're still dilly-dallying around with 48 hours left.
Yeah, I think he's a secret Arsenal fan, Charlie, to be honest with you. Yeah, Danny, I'm going live. Well, now you've told me it's that, I'm going to go live on probably about 6, 6:15 on the transfer day. I won't just talk about Spurs, but my main Spurs, but other ones as well. Yeah, I'm just flicking through here before we come off. It's just the same. I think we're going to have to wait and see. But I did hear that he was at the Tottenham Hotspur training facility, but I don't know whether that's true or not.
Simmons has been there, hasn't he, today?
That's what I've heard.
Yeah, he's been there. He's been with Levy and fucking his entourage, and no doubt Vicky van der Ven would have been crushed and fucking hello, mate. Look, hello. There's another Dutch boy. Come on, come in.
Yeah, it'd be a good signing. I think it'd G everyone up.
Oh, so mate, I think it'd be an immense fucking signing.
I've said this before. When you're on the training ground as a player and you see someone that's like got that reputation or whatever come in, it just perks you all up, doesn't it?
Yeah.
You know
they're perked up loads at the moment.
So before we go then, do you reckon then, from what you say, Dan, because as I said, I ain't seen it, if Savinho hands in a transfer request, do you think he'll do that?
I think he's been the one target that we've been linked with constantly. And I think if Levy gets a sniff that he can get any kind of fucking deal done and pay a little bit more, I think he's going to be the one player that he's probably going to do it other than the Simmons one. Just purely and simply because I think Frank wants him so much. But the player's going to need to push here. The player's going to want to get it done. There's plenty of time to get the deal done because Tottenham are willing to pay that money. He's got no worries. He's got no problems. He's vocally said he wants to come and play to Spurs. He's got no problems with it whatsoever. So the only thing holding him back is fucking Pep and the fucking Man City. And can you blame them? We've just fucking spanked them up the wall, mate. Fucking 2-0. We're fucking direct competitors.
That board member, ain't it? It's that board member.
I just know. Pep won't like it, though.
Because he wants to get into the Brazil squad for the World Cup, doesn't he? He's not getting
Pep doesn't like having players there that don't really want to be there and want to play somewhere else. He doesn't like that.
If Spurs went and splashed 70 million, say, or 65 million on Simon's, the deal goes through, would he go back and pay the 70 million for Savinho?
Yes.
If
he's got a chance to, he's going to do it. I reckon.
Hopefully, Richie can have a word with Savinho.
Well, you'd think
both Brazilians.
They all chat football. They're all mates, aren't they?
Yeah.
And not only that, you would go for the 70 million for Savinho because he's only 21. So even if you signed him for 5 years and he kills it, they'll get their money back.
Yeah, they would, yeah.
So it's a win-win situation. And even if he dips in form, you're still going to recover most of the money back.
Yeah.
Simmons
is 22.
Yeah. And that's the thing. If you get Simmons and Savinho and they hit the ground running, they'll make that money in sale shirts.
Well, success brings revenue anyway, don't it? It's as simple as that.
Yeah.
If you're successful, you'll get the money back.
100%. Yeah.
Get these players in. We've got a favourable draw in the Plymouth Champions League. Just get these players in. Let's just have a good crack at it. Give Frank the fucking people. Give him.
I can't believe we got PSG and Frankfurt
and Glimp.
And Frankfurt.
Going out, I was awful, eh?
And Frankfurt as well.
Yeah. I couldn't believe it. Did you see?
And we got Borussia Dortmund.
They didn't half long it out, man.
Well, it's a pain in the arse, isn't it?
It was. They don't even know what to talk about.
No.
Computer generated crap now. All right, boys. Nice to see you on. And if something happens, I'll come back on. But otherwise, I'll be here on deadline.
What are the predictions for the weekend?
Oh yeah, I'm going. This is difficult, Simon, because I don't know if he's going to rest Polina and Bentancur. I don't see the point because the international break is after, so I would play him again. So I'm going to have to give you 2 predictions.
Oh,
no.
If I don't know,
you're allowed one prediction.
Oh, you're arseholes. 3-2 Spurs. All right, I'm going to go 3-1. I'll go 3-1 then. Tottenham.
2-0.
Yep, I'm with Milton. 2-0. 2-0. 2-0. Third clean sheet in a row. Arsenal and Liverpool to draw. Only team with 100% record coming into the international break. Bosh, that's us. There you go.
With the Graham Bergwall starting.
yeah.
I just want to say one thing. You got all these Spurs fans like complaining about the transfer market. Imagine being a Manchester United fan now.
Fuck them.
Grimsby. Get that into you.
I'm going 4-1.
4-1.
4-1.
I think it's the Spurs in me over the years. It's just. Before we go though, Milton, I will send you something in the post, Chef. You know, I will send you because of the ghost. I have got this brass. I don't part with brass easily.
It sounded like someone was doing bad stuff to a parrot.
It's definitely a ghost
in the background,
or studio or wherever you is, my friend. So use that next time.
Yeah, it's Casper the friendly ghost. He's keeping me safe.
All right, then, boys. Thanks for coming on.
Have a good one.
Let's hope
cheers, mate.
In tomorrow, yeah. Up the Spurs. Shalom, everyone.
Shalom. Go, you boys.
See you later.